Hello everybody and welcome back to Nerd with Dice. We'll be playing Rift's Ballad of Fate. I don't have any announcements today, so take it away, Kevin.
Sorry, just setting everything up. Yes, hello everybody and welcome to... Oh my god, I did not mute the stream for myself, so I can hear myself, and that is the worst fate anyone could ask for. Anyhow, hi everybody. My name is Kevin. I'll be your GM through this wonderful, weird, wide world of Rifts. A game of the world exploded with magic, and it has been hundreds of years, and society is recovering and starting to fight each other. Well, I mean, they've been fighting each other the whole time. Anyway, we're going to pick up with our group, so let's go around and introduce your characters briefly. All right, let's start with Peppermint.
Hey, I'm Nerd Kitty, and I'll be playing Peppermint, a healer, nature mage.
Nice. All right, and I'm going to go over to Greeks.
Hi, I'm Ting, and I'll be playing Greeks, goblin-looking amphibious DB Sci-Tech.
Nice.
Like you do.
All right, Freya.
Oh, that's me. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm playing Freya. Also, well, who's like a spy person. And I'm also Rohan, an 8-foot tall angelic alien thing with 20-foot wingspan.
All right. And Kid.
Hello, everybody. I'm Evan, and I'm going to be playing Kid. He is a half-human, half-dwarven blacksmith who is on a mission.
All right, and finally, joining us tonight for the first time is Maxine playing Jeddah.
Yes.
All right.
I did realize there was some confusion over that. Yes, it is Jeddah.
Gotcha. The confusion was all in my head and my memory. But yes, tell us the briefest thing about Jeddah.
Should I just say what she is, or are we
Roughly?
waiting on
Yeah.
that?
That's
Okay.
good.
My name is Jeddah, and she is an elemental fusionist.
All right. Previously, so the group had been on a train called the Finnegan's Revenge, which was attacked. Demons exploded out of the engine of it as the train was powered by magic. They were in a tavern on a train. The group fought off some of those demons, but found that there were black skeletal armored things pulling boxes from the train in a heist and stopped one of them, and the box exploded, sending weird light being looking things into each of our heroes and a horse. And to find out more, they gathered up some people and went to the city of Dwomer, which is a magic city powered by straight up mages, ruled over by three enormous beings with 4 arms called the Lord Magi. And there they spoke to the High Magus Azaxa, who offered to look at the box they recovered, but needed them to go on a mission for him. They must retrieve the Fang of Fort Wayne from their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Destroyer of the Pothead Skakts.
What a name.
Yes. The group, not knowing exactly where that is, has decided to look for a guide of sorts who will be able to bring them where they need to be.
Yeah, Freya had just entered the bar and got knocked back because somebody threw a person at her.
Somebody threw a person through the door into Freya.
Yes.
It's unlikely that they were from the scene you entered. So we're gonna, as you get hit, I believe it was a dog boy. I forget.
Yes, it was a
It
dog
was a
boy.
dog boy. Yes. As you are hit by this dog boy, you roll the dog boy off of you and stand up, and you see a 5 foot tall Latinx woman with dark straight hair in a ponytail, just staring, and kind of plain features, a roundish face, staring back at you. You had also seen this woman on the train, and there's a strange resonance as you stare at her.
You were on the train.
Her eyes kind of go,
I'm glad you survived.
and then someone punches her from the side of the head. Another dog boy punches her from the side of the head, and she says, "This time," and just like suplexes the dog boy. She just flips the dog boy entirely over her, slamming it on the ground with a thud. The dog boy hits with a crack. As you can see, the wood beneath the dog boy kind of break a little bit. And the bartender pulls out a gun and says, "All right, calm it down. You're not going anywhere." And then the little woman goes running off to the left towards the restrooms.
I would like to pursue.
It takes a moment, just like maybe 5 seconds to get around the amount of things she's thrown behind her. She knocks over like a tray of things. There is a dog boy to step over. And she makes it into the ladies' room.
Well,
As you open the door to the ladies' room, it seems empty. You look around, there's like 4 stalls, a giant mirror on one wall, and 3 sinks. And no one is in here. You no longer feel the resonance.
I go back out and I want to talk to the bartender.
The bartender is a surly looking older bearded white bald gentleman with a hand cleaning a glass now, or putting, like, yelling at the dog boys to pick things up and put them away. Goes, "You picked a hell of a time to come in."
I did. Do you know who she was?
Trouble.
Crow?
Trouble.
Oh, Trouble.
Yeah. She said her name was, I heard someone call her Elisha once. But she has quite the tab that she has not paid.
Ooh, that is quite the sin.
Around here, if you don't pay, you shouldn't drink.
Agreed.
We don't have a tab here. But that one decided that they do.
She seems strong.
Yeah. Anyway, what can I do you for?
Well, some of my friends and I are headed north to a place called Fort Wayne and
Okay.
looking for information on the best way to get there, perhaps a guide.
Well, I got a guy that's been out that way. Nope, that one dead. That one's dead. Dead. It's been about 6 months since I heard from them. Oh yeah, I know just the person that'll help you. Yells over, "Hey Jetta!"
Yes.
What does Jetta look like as you turn around in your seat?
Jetta looks like she's pretty tall, and she looks like a normal human. She has a cape, a like deep green long cape on that is very tattered at the edges. She has kind of a tribal pattern dress with very simple like pouches and stuff on a belt. A small bag off to the side, some herbs and stuff hanging from that belt. She's barefooted. She's got on one leg is like a little bit of jewelry, and on the other is like
A thick steel band?
yeah, something like, or not steel, leather. That's it, like leather, the leather straps. And as she turns around, her face is super dirty. She has one green eye, one blue eye, half her head shaved, and a green, I want to say comb over, but that's not, the rest of it's green. And she turns over, and you think she's going to wave with these hands, but a third hand pops out and gives a little wave. And you can see that she has 4 arms under her shawl. And she goes, "Oh, me? Yes, I'm here. Hi.
You know Indiana pretty well.
Well, I know a lot of places pretty well. I mean, if they're worth remembering."
I don't know too much about Indiana. You said Fort Wayne?
Yes.
These people looking to get up to Fort Wayne.
Probably. It's dangerous up there. I don't tend to go there very often, but when I do, I'm there for a while. Because there's good herbs up there.
Okay. So, that'll be a 5% of your fee for finder's fee. So, I guess, what do you charge for scouting? 100?
Sure.
All right, so five to me.
Okay. We can do that. That sounds great.
Are you trying to get bargained up? I don't understand. Okay.
And she just stares at you like,
So 5 credits, 50 credits.
5 credits to me.
All right. Good.
And
No
Jetta,
problem.
I told you before, Jetta.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you get about half up front, minus my cut.
yes. And she'll put like, the arm that was waving was still up, and it just kind of comes out, and it is a beefy arm. The 2 arms that are underneath, like the normal arms, look like bodybuilder arms. And it just kind of comes out and holds it out. I will take half now. and I will lead you safely. Probably.
Okay, Jetta. I am Freya, and I give her 50 credits.
Thank you.
Well-
You are very kind.
Okay.
Just take it and just put it in a bag, not even count it or anything. Just boop.
And then we'll look at the bartender. How much to let me know when trouble comes back?
15.
Done.
Okay. Leave your transponder code. We'll send a message.
Will do.
Normally people run away when trouble comes. Not my business. And she'll turn around and finish what she was doing, which looks like just making like a corn doll. Just
Jetta, do you need to take care of some business? Because we're wanting to get on the road as soon as possible.
oh no, we can leave now. And she'll just take it and put it in her bag. I have absolutely nothing to do. Almost ever.
All right. So you don't need to gather any belongings. Do you have a vehicle? If not, we have vehicles, but we just
Oh
wanted
no,
to...
the earth normally provides for what I need.
You and Peppermint.
Who is Peppermint? Peppermint is a very
What is-
yummy.
Yes.
What is? Oh, that is a good. That is.
You and her are going to, I see herbs. Yes, you two are going to have very many conversations. Come along, Jetta.
Are you going to introduce me? Are we going to become friends? I would appreciate friends. Friends are great. Are we going to be friends? And she'll turn over to, I don't remember his name, the bartender's name.
You don't remember his name.
Okay. Have you brought in me friends, mister? Sir? Mr. Sir?
I told you. You can call me Osborne.
Yes. I am ready.
I'm
Okay,
ready for
Jetta.
you to go as well.
All right. Well, thank you. Osborne, Jetta. I'm Freya. Come along with me.
That is a wonderful name.
Thank you. And then I want to get on, like, I'm sure we have like some sort of communicators or something to, it's like, are we ready? Where do we want to meet up?
All right.
I've
So-
got a guide.
The last status of most people were they were preparing their gifts that they were going to present. That they had certainly not overthought. And can be wherever you need to be. You get the message that says Freya's secured a guide and is ready to start moving.
I'm ready. My sword's made, right?
Yeah, everything's ready.
I'm looking at it and yeah, I think I'm ready. What about you guys?
Greeks is almost done. And Greeks is finishing up that thing I sent you,
Yes.
talked about.
Ooh, a secret.
Yeah, I'm good to go. And then she'll walk over to Kid, pull out a random flower, and go, "Don't lose this," and just hands it to him.
He suddenly and I want to feel, so one of the pouches that I have on my my apron, I'm gonna like unclip it and put the flower in there and clip it shut and hold it nervous. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, okay, got it. Where are we meeting you, Freya?
You're meeting at a place. You get to
Yeah.
that place.
Oh, it's that place.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're
We
meeting right
found
by the main gate.
I love this
Yeah.
place. I come here often. It is one place that I remember.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
It's Jetta.
I'm sure with all vehicles are there and everything. And
Yes.
it's like, everyone, this is Jetta. She is our guide. Jetta. This is Kid.
Hello.
Greeks.
Hello.
Hi.
And Peppermint.
It is nice
Hi.
to meet you. Apparently, we are going to be bestest of friends.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Here, and she'll pull out, like, she'll go over to her pouch with the herbs and stuff on it and pull off, like, a tiny little mint sprig and go, "Here, this is for your name."
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
And
And I'm going to lean over to Freya. Am I doing this friend thing correctly?
You have a good start. Yes.
Oh, great.
Yes.
How big is this leaf?
It's like 2 or 3 little like sprigs off. It's really not that big.
It's like Greeks is looking at their like magic mark at their like Sharpie. It's just like bigger than the leaf. It's like,
Yep.
how am I supposed to write my name on this?
Yes. Jetta, the earth provides. Can you expand on exactly what talent you have?
Dirt.
Oh,
All right. Well, kids,
I mean,
you got a
there's a
hammer.
lot of it. There's a lot of
Yes.
it, so I'm sure that'll.
Yes.
All right. All right. Well, do you want to continue to ride on the back of my cycle? Do you want to ride in the truck?
Oh, we get to go fast on this endeavor. I appreciate that, yes.
Yes.
I'm used to just walking. So, fast
Do you-
is good too.
Do you have a map?
Yes.
Oh, it's in your head.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
I remember that very well.
All right, so you actually have been through Fort Wayne, but it was a while ago, and you remember that part of it was on fire,
Mhm.
and the part of it that was on fire was a river.
Okay.
That kind of stands out. Also, the smell of onions.
Okay.
It's
So
a
that's
good place
kind
to
of-
keep maps. Greeks keeps many things in Greeks' head.
I don't normally keep things in my head. They just decide to enter when they're ready.
Well, where would you feel comfortable navigating from the back of my cycle, or would you like to ride in the truck?
I do enjoy wind. I will sit on the back of anything that is open air.
Probably the cycle then.
Cycle? Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I will tie up my cape so I do not die. And she'll just start like tying up her cape so it doesn't get stuck in the wheel.
Oh God. That's an awful image.
I had a friend that had a cape, and that happened. I do not have that friend anymore.
And Jetta, I have I have a communicator. Do you need one? Or
Oh, that will be helpful, yes.
okay, good.
Just so you know, too, I don't know if Freya told you, but we might be interacting with a dragon when we get there. Are you okay with that?
I will take friends of all shapes and sizes.
Okay. I don't know if we're gonna. Well, actually, we're trying to make friends with him, so that might actually work. I mean, I made a gift for. We all made gifts for him, right?
Oh, you made gifts?
Yes.
Oh, I do not have a gift. Freya,
Ye-
is that what you meant by
the-
preparing something before we go?
Well, you are our guide, so you are exempt from the pressure of having to
Oh,
present a gift.
phew.
That is on us. That is on the 4 of us. So you're fine.
Oh, that is very kind of you. I did not prepare for that beforehand.
Oh no, you're fine.
Speaking of gifts, what did you guys all make? I made a sword.
I bought fudge.
You
I
really
made a
bought the fudge?
tincture.
Yes, I bought fudge.
What's a tincture?
It's like a medicine. This one's for headaches.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There was a lady at my town that used to make things like that. Cool.
She starts looking oddly at Peppermint.
What about you, Greeks? Did you make anything?
Greeks made a music box.
Oh, cool. Now dragons like music, right?
I like
Probably.
music. I don't know many people that do not like music.
Yeah,
Except for that
right.
one man did not like music. That was not good. But I think he likes music now. I don't know. I don't live there anymore.
That's
Well,
You were once in a town where there was an old guy who kept yelling about kids dancing.
And dancing was actually outlawed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was the main. Yeah. It's the mayor.
And then something about bacon.
She looks over at Peppermint. I do not believe we have met. Hello, my name is Jetta.
Who were you introducing yourself?
Peppermint.
Oh no.
Hi, I'm Peppermint.
Hi, it is wonderful to meet you.
Wonderful to meet you too.
I see you like herbs. I do as well.
Yes, I do like herbs. Yes.
Yes.
Jetta, do you remember who I am?
Freya, yes.
All right, so Jetta, the more
happens.
you know what, the more we interact with Jetta, the more she will remember about us.
Did I forget something?
No, you did not. That's just fine. We are
No,
still
you definitely did. You definitely forgot
we are
Peppermint's
still
name.
getting to know each other, and
Do you remember my name?
You are a
Kroghelger
kid.
kid.
Okay. Frey, you don't even know my just kid is fine. I get it. The first name is a mouthful.
Kroghelger.
No, it's Krogahel, but
I
that's
thought he was
fine.
a child. He is not a child.
Okay.
I'm not a child. My last name is
No.
Kidd. Kidd.
Oh, that is very different.
It is very
Yes.
different. Yeah, I'm like 22 years old. But so you do remember though how to get to Fort Wayne, right? Even though
yes,
if you
it
might
is
not...
on. Yes, the rivers are on fire and it smells of onions.
All right.
I mean, it sounds wrong, but I
next.
don't know enough about Fort Wayne to disprove her. So
Oh, it
I
is
guess
right.
we'll
It is
just...
very right. It is not a smell you forget.
Okay. All right. You know what? Okay. I'm gonna get my truck ready. I just go and get the truck ready.
And we'll learn each other's names again as we travel.
Before we leave, Greeks wants to find the equivalent of a gift shop in this city.
You
Or
can
the
find
closest
a
proximity.
gifts store. It's also it's called Trinkets and Sundries.
I think is this.
I love it.
They have snow globes. They have everything you'd find at the store in a hotel, like personal products, grooming stuff, magnets, T-shirts. Behind the counter is a cat lady, literally.
Are there keychains?
Yes.
You go to every city and get a keychain, like a pouch.
There's one that says, "I went to Dormer and all I got was this lousy keychain."
Is there like some equivalent to a rabbit's foot keychain?
Actually, yeah, there's all kinds of minor superstitious kind of things. There's a box that has a, like you see in Barnes and Noble by the checkout. There's like a spinner rack with boxes of novelties like pocket-sized divining rod and a one of those Newton's cradle things, which clicks back and forth for like a desk, but small. And in there, you also see there is a box that just says "Lucky Rabbit's Foot."
Okay. So get one of the rabbit's foots and the divining rod.
Okay, the divining rod is actually about this big. It comes with an instruction booklet that's about this big and about that thick. The instruction booklet is mostly just talking about metaphorical things. This was clearly printed hundreds of years ago.
Let's say that again.
This was made hundreds of years ago. It was clearly taken from a burned out Barnes and Noble.
Gotcha.
They have the best novelties. They really do.
Barnes and Novelties, yes. All right. So, anything else you guys, do you want a gift wrapped? Like, does anyone, they do fancy gift wrapping as well.
Oh, can I get a bow for the sword?
Absolutely.
Freya got the shop to present the fudge in
a fancy manner, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And looking at Freya's lovely presented thing, kid looks over and just tapes a bow. to the-
Huh?
That is lovely.
Thank you. I think
Is
this
it
is
a-
going to look really nice.
Is that for your lady friend?
No, it's for a dragon. Remember that? Oh, no. Okay. It's for a friend.
Friends!
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. Oh, God.
All right. With that, we move out of town in the kid's beat up truck.
Yeah.
Greek's aqua hover cycle. The fishbowl. The hijacked hover cycle that Freya is using, and
And a
Peppermint's riding her horse. Her horse, not hearse.
For hers.
Her hearse would be a very
I
different
mean-
character.
So
That's a necromancer.
Greece will pass out gifts for everyone.
Okay.
Here you go, and give the rabbit's foot to I forgot
Jeddah.
Jeddah,
Or
and then the divining rod to Peppermint, and that thing to Kid.
all right. So, do you want to describe what it is?
Did you say
No, you
give
can do it.
nothing to kid?
Oh, that
All right.
thing.
So,
Oh.
Greeks is holding in his hand, smiling up at you, presenting you with this little thing. It is about this big. It's like, you know those birds that like drink water and then go
Yes.
back? Now, it's got a little forge on it. And it is a dwarven smith forging
Oh,
a sword, and it looks like it could fit great on the dashboard.
Oh, wow. I actually love this. Oh, this is awesome. I want to put it on the dashboard. Ha! Look at it go. Oh, that's awesome, Greeks. Thank you so much. I didn't get you anything. I didn't make you anything, but I will. I'm going to make you something when we have the time. Wow, this is awesome.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the textures. And I'm just squishing it, and I put it on my belt.
Thank you, Greeks. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah. I want to decorate. You just gave me a new mission in this game. I want to ensure that my truck survives so that I can decorate the dashboard with dumb shit. I love it.
Are you gonna be that
like,
guy
bubbles.
that like super glues all the random things to the outside and everything, just so there's so much?
Like around the
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, oh, there's a guy in Kentucky that does that, and I'm pretty sure like it's illegal the amount of stuff he has just glued to his car. But
Well,
it's a
some
staple,
states don't care as long as your car can move down the road.
and that it does.
All right.
and Freya just looks at Greeks and just nods and gets on her bike.
All right.
But Greece already souped up the bike.
Whose bike?
The-
No,
Didn't
Did Greeks soup up Freya's bike or their
Mm.
own?
a little bit.
Oh, okay. So, maybe we mentioned that 2 sessions ago. If
Yeah,
we
it was-
mentioned it, it would
yeah.
have been a while ago.
yeah, it wasn't specific.
Yeah. So, I think you got it working much better. And you, oh, that's right. Greeks put an actual starter button on it because it had previously been hijacked, been stolen, and
It's a work
Freya
in
was,
progress.
yeah, Freya was starting it by re-hot wiring it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that it is now going to be at an extra 10% speed.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I need to not look at that. All right, sorry.
Yeah, I'll get that. Did Greeks by chance happen to open the other box that Freya? Oh, I forgot my keys too. There's another part of it that she couldn't like
There
open.
is like the saddlebag / storage
Uh-huh.
container is locked.
Yeah,
The black box.
yeah.
I didn't open. No.
Okay, work on that later.
All right. So it's according to the directions, it's going to be slow going because there is literally no road anymore in between these 2 areas. You are traveling roughly from Oh, I shouldn't have zoomed in so much.
When I
Uh,
explain how far it is, I explain how far it is by foot. So it will probably be half or more than half the distance, like or speed or whatnot.
It's about
So.
200, 160 miles. So this will take about 4 hours moving at about, 40 miles an hour because of the terrain and the things. As you are moving, damn it,
I
pointer.
100% have like my big beefy arms around Freya, and the other ones are just like this.
It's nice for you to be moving this
That's-
fast.
Yeah.
It's like
Just-
extra arms for the roller coaster. It's
Mhm.
great.
Oh yeah. Oh, she is loving this, and like her hair is already kind of like dirty and matted, and like every once in a while, like a twig will just fly out from the back.
Flying past you. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're going, at about the first hour of movement, you catch a few things on your radar real quick. And then it's bright enough during the day. It's daytime, and normally it's tough to see ley lines during the day if you don't know what you're looking for. But this one appears to be surging at the moment because you are in the magic zone. The magic zone is an area that roughly covers quite a bit of Ohio as well as other states. That magic can be unpredictable. It can be wild in this area. And there's a lot of ley lines. Very small ones, sometimes very big ones. This one looks like it just doubled in size. And then you see a bit of a after shadow, and you're about a mile away from it. And anyone who can feel ley lines or magic can feel the magic.
Is that something that, like, in terms of the world and stuff, is that something that we could be like, ooh, a resource, go towards it, or ooh, yikes, and stay away from it? Like, what would that like?
A
what would
ley
our
line that
initial-
is surging like that could be on the verge of a storm, which dimensional lightning is a thing that happens.
Oh, that sounds like much worse
So
than regular
it's
lightning.
not, you're not gonna go harness it unless you are the specific kind of person who harnesses ley line storms.
That's not me.
Yes,
I drive an old pickup truck.
and the people that run towards that are generally the most magic intense people, and even among intense people, the magic.
They're storm chasers.
There are magic storm chasers, but everyone thinks they are just really asking to just get swallowed into a hell dimension.
Oh, like, because that would be just the worst dimension, and it's totally a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. That sucks.
So yeah, you know a ley line surge like that is something you should avoid. And it takes you a bit out of the way. You get a couple of pings on your radar, and you see there are some kind of winged monster men flying around out of the ley line.
The monster men, aren't they the, like, really big... Or are you just saying they're monstrous?
They are
looking?
monstrous. They look to be, from, if you're getting the scale of them right, and you're about a mile and a half away, they are at least 10 feet tall. They are winged. They have, like, some kind of... They look like they might be demons, but they look a little more, like, green and chitinous.
Hmm. Do you guys think we could avoid those?
We should try.
Do I know if there's a way to avoid like go around them, or do they have like
Like caverns or a canyon or something?
or yeah, or like good sight that they could see and or hear us or something?
They are... give me a Lord Demons Monsters.
Okay.
Or would they be DBs?
Now
I forget
it's
what
time
book
to
they're
figure
in.
out how to roll.
All right. So, Rifts is a system that uses a percentile dice for your skills.
Is this a D20 or is this the?
This is 2d10. You're going to look for the ones with the 10, 20, 30 on it, and then the 1 through 10.
Okay.
Roll them both.
A 42 out of 35. So okay.
All right. You haven't run into these specific kind of monster men before, but you know anything that flies generally has decent sight. but also they seem to be doing a thing. You might not want to, annoy them. But you think if you go a little bit more out of your way, you'll be able to drive around and
Okay.
refrain from provoking them.
We have two options. We can either make new friends or go around. If you would like to go around, that's the best way.
Go around.
Yeah,
Go around.
go around.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. I was hoping to make new friends, but that is all right.
Yeah, we're just not good enough for them. So we'll go the other way.
Oh, Frey, you are 100% good enough.
Thank you for that.
No
All
problem.
right. Give me a land nav, anyone who wants to. Actually, I will need one specifically from Jeddah.
Mhm. Land.
Unless you have some other skill. I know you have a couple of.
There it is, land navigation. $46 out of 56.
Excellent. So you know you're back on track. You're continuing to move along. You're coming up near the edges of the what they call the Federation of Magic, which is the magic zone. And once again, you do see an area of ley line that just sweeps over the group before anything can happen. And as it does, the color blue no longer exists.
Good.
One of her eyes is just gone.
And then, like, a mile later, it's back.
Oh, that was fun. I will have to go back and explore that more.
Kid like checks himself and like his body, and then like, okay, all right, okay.
This is
Nothing's out of order.
Landlines are entertaining to me. Anything can happen, really.
Anything?
I mean, within certain parameters, but yes.
Okay. just keep driving. Put on a brave face and keep driving.
All right. Okay, so the next 2 hours pass slowly.
What is like the order of driving behind us? Because I figure that Freya and I are in the front.
yeah.
So like, what is driving order? Are we like this way or this way or?
I mean, it's not a wide path, so occasionally you will have to do like a straight line. And you're all keeping it at the horse speed, at a reasonable horse speed, and that is a pretty dang powerful horse that has been running for a while without break. But the horse is in top condition. I don't know enough about horses to know what a top condition travel horse is.
Pretty sure they can travel for like hours and hours and hours, but eventually they die if you do that too much to them.
Well, yes.
But they can go for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm basing that all off of the movie True Grit, where he rides it for like 2 days and then it dies.
You can ride a horse into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. It's bad.
But it went far. You know
yes,
what I mean?
but
For hours
yes,
and
matters on the speed. You're not pushing it to keep a running speed, so your speed is less than 60 miles an hour.
We're cruising.
Yeah.
We're cruising through the.
It's going to take you about half a day to get there.
Yeah. What's the scenery look like? Like, what's the land that we? Because I think Kid would be like just kind of looking at everything as he goes by.
Where
like...
the kid grew up, things were way more hilly.
Mhm.
Because you grew up kind of southwest or southeast of here, I think. Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
Southeast of Dwemer, and there's a lot more terrain. Here, things have started to turn flat. And trees. You see big forests everywhere. You see trees growing through buildings. You see what clearly used to be a highway that is now just like a field. Like you see the big sign over the middle of the field that says like Cincinnati. Like if you look behind you, it would say Cincinnati, and then give a mile number.
Huh. Cool. Awesome.
There's a lot of wheat, a lot of soy fields, and occasionally you do see some of the wheat and soy fields have people working them. So there's a group of DBs called the Cactus Folk, who are kind of green and lumpy, but they have hands. And they do have little spikes coming off of them at irregular intervals. They're kind of green and lumpy, and they all wear kind of clothes that go over a torso easily and then cinch around the waist. And they seem to be tending these plants. If anyone wants to know more about the cactus people, you can give me a lore DB.
I'm going to just because.
I don't know if I have
Or if
that.
you don't have that, just give me a roll, and it will be extremely low if you want to succeed.
Lord DB, you said?
Yeah.
I don't have that, so it's 74 is what I got. So.
No, you know nothing about cactus people.
I don't have any lore.
I'm
Not my
gonna
wheelhouse.
You pumpkin.
I'm gonna look at them.
Dude,
Basically.
I'm gonna look at them, and then look at Freya, and look behind me. Have we made new friends?
Not yet.
What was that, Ting? Did you?
52.
What's your?
I don't have the skill though.
Oh, okay. But you are incredibly smart. You've seen them before. You know they tend to be non-aggressive, like ultra passive, but you don't know much more about them.
Are there any like towns nearby that they're living in, or are they just like out there?
There aren't
You
any
seen
towns that you
buildings?
can see. There's no like radio signals that sometimes signify towns.
Okay. Huh. Wild. Cool.
As we get a little further out, are you sure we have not made new friends?
Well,
Can we all hear you guys talking?
well,
No.
how about Jetta? You we become friends. Focus on becoming friends here before we just start making a whole bunch of new ones. Right now.
Would we like to stop and say hello to them before they run us down? And she turns back to the rest of the party and just points to the group back there. I mean, we do not have to. We can continue on our mission.
I think it'd be best to continue on our mission.
I
Yeah.
don't see anybody trying to run us down. I'm looking behind me, but I don't see anybody. Could she see things that we can't? Like, are there like invisible guys or Greeks? Do you see anybody?
Nothing's spiking your radar.
No, nothing on radar.
Freya, is she talking about us?
Who?
Did you just
Not
say
quite,
oh
Freya.
because I talked in your ear and you heard my voice come through the speaker? Is that why I said oh?
Oh, I hear you. Yes. That way, Freya.
I think she
Okay.
knows where she's
And
going.
there is a massive rock wall just on the direction she's pointing, but then as you get a little closer to it, you can see that it is deceptive and there is a gap in between it. Like an alleyway that used to be between buildings.
Oh, so cool.
And
Oh, I love it.
you kind of have to make a sudden turn. But Jetta was correct, even though it looked like she was wrong for a moment.
With the really pretty fields you're describing and the buildings that are like taken over, I'm getting like a very Horizon feel. Like in my brain, that's what like I'm seeing. Very green and then mixed in with like the structures.
Yes, there's not
Cool.
too many structures around. When you do see structures, they tend to be gathered together.
Mhm.
Because anything that was like taller than 5 stories, they in the Midwest they tend to build sideways. Just if they need a building to house 300 people, they'll just build 300 houses, as opposed to where I live in Philadelphia, where they'll just put those houses on top of each other.
There are no high rises anymore, essentially.
Not in this area, no.
Hmm.
But as you're going for another hour, and then the radar starts hitting a bunch of things in a line. You aren't making a ton of noise. You're not like the loudest group coming through. But there is a group off to one of the. It looks to be a. You come across what looks to be a trampled path. And you see signs clearly marking territory, like a bunch of some kind of cattle skulls that are a territorial marker.
Jetta,
Yes?
are you friends with these individuals? With the
Am I?
people who are, this is someone's territory? Are you?
Am I friend? Like, do I know the people in here?
Not that you're. I don't think you do. No.
Okay. I'm not friends with skulls. No.
Do you happen to know whose territory this is?
No.
Actually, give me. Let's see. Let me look at your skills. Give me a roll on intelligence. This is what the intelligence skill is for.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Bam, bam. Oh, that's a nope. That's a
What'd you roll?
98.
No.
Out of
Okay.
like 42.
No.
That's a big old nope. No.
Is this still the best way to Fort Wayne?
It is the fastest. And away from the other people you did not want to be friends with.
All right.
There is another route, but it will take days longer, possibly weeks.
Well,
I'm not
it's
sure with this bike and such that we have, but on foot it will definitely take weeks.
well. Let's proceed with caution. We'll proceed with caution then.
Yep.
That is a good idea. We would
Right.
not want to scare any prospective friends.
As you continue along, you kind of all have your guard up when the ground shakes a bit, and the radar starts lighting up with a bunch of large objects coming at you with a decent amount of speed. They're at least moving 40 miles an hour.
Like directly at us?
It looks like they're on an intercept course.
Are they from every direction or a specific direction?
Specifically from the east.
And they're in like a line.
You can feel, well, the ground shakes, but you can't quite see them yet. There's some trees in between you and where these people are, so the radar isn't super great, in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
But occasionally you pick up that there are big things moving in.
And
Look,
Coming
my
from
friends
the
say
are
that they
joining
were
Which way are we
together.
going? Which
You were
direction?
going kind of
that way.
west northwest.
Did you say they were underground?
No, the ground is
Oh.
shaking quite a bit because the
Oh, okay.
things that are coming, you see one smash through a line of trees. And
Len, did you say it smashes through a line of
it
trees?
smashes through a line of trees.
Okay.
It is about 12 feet wide. It looks like a bison.
Oh.
If that bison was also a rhinoceros.
Oh, good.
Have I encountered these before?
This would be an animals. Do you have any animals skills? Cattle and animals?
Would I know?
Same
I do
thing.
have-
I have
Cattle,
track animals, wilderness survival stuff.
Yeah, keep going down. I think you do
That's-
have something there. And Peppermint, I think you've got something as well.
Yeah, I got some more cattle and animals. Yeah,
That would be perfect.
32, and my skill is 40.
Okay. All right, you have seen these before. This is a rhino buffalo. It is a massive, just alien beast that just clomps at an enormous rate of speed, and when they get in a direction, it's hard for them to be stopped. But on the back of this, you do see a kind of grayish, green-skinned humanoid. It has like a crocodile-looking, trying to think, an alligator-ish looking head. No, it's more.
All I need to know is, does he have a red Santa hat on?
No, he has a mohawk, a purple mohawk coming off of his scowling, lizardish face. He is wearing what looks to be some kind of thick hide, fashioned into armor, and he's got a number of just like daggers and pistols in a vest, like in a kind of bandolero vest on his front.
Pirate.
And behind that one, you can see there are at least 3 other rhino buffaloes, and they are in your way. Is the caravan going to try to stop or dodge or?
Yeah, back up. Yeah, say, move back. Get out of the way. We need to get out of the way.
I think
But
they're coming
he
to
brings
us.
it to a dead stop in your path. And then
Oh look, they would like to become friends. Hello, and I would just like to yell out hello.
Okay, stop. Oh, hold on, Jenna. Hold on.
And then you start to see on the radar, Greeks, you see it before other people do on the radar because they're hidden amongst the trees, but there are what look to be kind of like, we'll say you spot one with your eyes. It's kind of like a chocobo. If a chocobo had fangs.
Oh.
Oh.
Still cute though. That's still very cute.
Right
Little,
in a
little
tree.
Halloween
It's-
chocobos.
There seem to be some of them in the trees. Each one has a rider.
Like our Furby's beak.
Similarly, darker green or lighter grayish. You see a bunch of different tones amongst these DBs that have kind of have you surrounded.
What are we looking at?
We got more company that they're in the trees. The riders.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you up there. Hi. Hello.
What was the question, kid?
Like, how many are we looking at with these buffaloes and the? Well, I don't know if we can.
There
see.
are 3 buffaloes, and you're picking up at least 5 chocobos, each with a rider.
Outnumbered with considerably. And you said these buffaloes are 12 feet wide.
Yes. Also about
Oh, yeah.
15 feet tall. I should mention. They're
Right,
shaggy.
So
They're shaggy, and Peppermint would know they are an MDC being.
okay. So
Um,
my truck would be essentially like a Lego that they would step on. Like, oh,
I wouldn't say a Lego.
like a potato chip or a collection of potato chips,
Definitely
Freya,
squashable.
like a pine cone.
Freya, like takes her hands off the bike, kind of raises. It's like, we just need to pass through. Sorry to interfere.
You hear the big one say some things in a language you do not speak.
Dang, I don't think I
Does anyone speak Simvan? No? Okay. As this is not a language many people speak. And then one of them comes forward. One of the other ones on the rhino buffalo hops off its rhino buffalo and comes within like range of you. It is carrying a large, what clearly used to be a coalition rifle on its back, and has a vibro sword on its side. It has some armor, like plates of coalition armor, in between, like welded onto MDC hide. And it also similarly does not have a mohawk, but has more of a top knot on their scaly lizard face. And they come up and say in a very, very hoarse, kind of chompy way. I don't really know how to describe how that would sound coming out of that mouth. They're like, "You're in our territory."
Apologies. We just want to pass through, or if we can get around.
What do you offer the Rhino Master?
What does the Rider Master need or prefer or like?
Your beasts are tame or mechanical.
Yes,
That does not impress us at all.
I know.
I'll pull out the doll that I was making, the corn husk doll. If it is simple you like, I do have this. and you may have it gratefully. I always like making new friends. And she'll get off the bike and just start like not like
They're
quickly,
about
but
like 60 feet away from you.
yeah, she just starts walking up.
Wait, stop right there.
Oh, all right. Would you not like it? I cannot hand it to you from way out here. I could throw it at you, but that does not seem nice.
Don't do that. That'll get you shot. You got something we could eat or use to get food or hunt with?
Do their beasts have armor?
Not that you can see.
They probably don't need it, right? Because they're 15-foot tall ass kickers.
Well, the big ones are.
Freya will go into her personal fudge stash
Okay.
and go, hold on, I'm getting something that is edible from
I'll throw mine as well as some of the leftover ghost fudge.
and
I was gonna say you
I'll
give
give them some of that
Yes.
ghost fudge.
and then it's like the finest fudge from Dwemer.
Oh, you went to the fudge place?
He knows the fudge place. I love that
No.
place.
Oh, I have not been there yet. That sounds exciting.
Forget the name of it. It's been a while since I was in Dwemer.
So Morton's Fudgery.
Yes, Morton's.
She puts the
Sure.
doll back in her pocket and then just in her pouch and just turns around and goes back on the bike.
Yes.
All right. Sniffs with their big kind of like face nostrils.
Let them face nostrils.
I will speak with the Rhino Lord. Goes back, says some things, things you don't understand. The Rhino Lord says something angry and aggressive at the one that had been negotiating with you. The one negotiating with you backs down a little, but then says something else. And anyone can roll me a perception. Just roll d20, and if you have special bonuses to perception, you can add that.
I have eyeball a fella.
If you would like to eyeball a fella,
I would like to eyeball a fella. I rolled a 15 on my perception on the just because I don't think I'd get any. That's not a stat, right? We
it
talked
kind
about
of is.
Got an
Yeah.
8. That's not a thing.
No,
Well, I rolled a 15. On
I
the-
have read people, but they're not a person.
they are a person, ish.
Oh, okay.
But
Got a 16.
the eyeball a fella is a percentile as well, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That really would be.
I perception.
I rolled a 1, so
What gets added to
Oh, plus 2.
perception?
I got
rolled
a
a
14. I got a 14.
Only your perception bonus gets added to perception.
Oh.
If you don't have one specifically, sorry.
16 then.
I got a 35 for my eyeball a fella, and my skill thing is 56.
Good.
So I rolled under.
So, anyone who got a above a 14 on their perception can tell that this is somewhat of a show. Them arguing back and forth is a bit of performative. With your eyeball a fella, you can read that the one who came up to you is clearly the mate of the Rhino Lord. And they are doing some kind of performative, like,
Mhm.
let's
They're just
give these
very-
rubes a
Yeah, they work well together, obviously. So
Yeah.
they're putting on a show.
This is more of a display of dominance that they had to come out and do. They
Mhm.
clearly are not threatened by your group. I think most of you can kind of get that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to fight those things.
They are tough, but they know that things can be deceptive here, so they are also wary. But they don't feel like they're not threatened right now.
Especially if they're like bestial and like in with the earth, they know that sometimes it's better not to fight because you might, you could win, but you could lose an eye. That sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they have, like, you're seeing a lot of signs. Anyone who has they clearly have a full civilization amongst them of a hierarchy. They're not exactly bestial. They just don't bother to be nice to others. Like, they're just kind of culturally don't care about others. But you can see that if you just give them enough time to perform their kind of like display of dominance, that they will be appeased, and you give them since you gave them the fudge, they will pretty much let you alone and send you on your way.
Just seeing How to Train Your Dragon. They're just like jumping around each other.
I want to tag into Freya. Hey, Freya, I have a feeling that if you act a little like scared or something, it might help speed things along.
I'm not actually acting right now.
Oh,
That's good.
that's good. Yeah, I'm glad because I would die. That thing would crush me very quickly.
Yes.
So that's good.
I'm just sitting on the back of the bike, like.
Yes, because Freya is just like offering.
Maybe you could ask too for a way that we'd be able to come back when we're done on our way back to Dwemer.
I will.
Cool,
I
cool,
will.
cool, cool. Okay.
Let me.
Sorry.
One of the chocobo riders comes up, and if you're holding the fudge out, we'll take it pretty grabbily. We're like, thanks. This is the good
He
stuff.
said thanks. I love it. Thank you.
Will this also grant us passage back through?
The Rhino Lord remembers.
Thank you, Rhino Lord.
That is impressive.
Okay,
Right.
let's get out of here.
Yes.
Respectfully
Respectfully.
get out of here. For those,
Yes.
everyone wave. Everybody wave.
Oh, I was doing that before.
Slowly
Goodbye.
accelerate.
Goodbye. It was wonderful to meet you. Goodbye.
The
Goodbye.
Rhino Lord goes away first, and then the chocobo riders start to fade into the forest around you, and the other two finally leave, leaving a trail of trampled trees and in their wake.
Fuck that. That just lives there. That just lives out there. God.
Actually, they don't generally live out here. They're more in the Midwest.
Do we know that?
Peppermint Wood.
Man,
They're more western than here. So someone trained them and brought them over.
the huge buffaloes. Oh, okay. But not the Simvan. The Simvan are just everywhere.
The Simvan are pretty much everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Cool.
does anyone want to? Yeah, we don't need to do. No one rolled well on a Lord DB about the Simvan, right? Okay.
No.
Okay. So, you continue moving along till you get to the area where the skulls are on the other side of the trees, meaning this is the other edge of their territory. Sorry. All right. So you go for another about hour or two, because you're not moving super fast. You're moving at about 25, we'll say. And your group comes across just it looks like a blasted line in the ground. Just like something just laid down a line of
Explosive wire or something.
maybe like everything is shattered. It looks like everything is shattered in a line up ahead of you, crossing the path that you're on, and into the forest. You can see that things have starting to regrow in that path, but everything in that path is kind of like battened down flat or broken, or you see a branch that is looks like it is broken into 1,000 pieces by pure force. You see a couple of rocks that seem to be just carved straight through. And you are approaching the borders of Fort Wayne.
Can I tell what could have done this?
What skill do you think you might apply to that, if you have any? Because it's not something that you'd probably know.
Well, you said it was going through rocks and into the ground. Could I roll geology to see like these things are usually pretty strong, or
What could do
this
that to
soil
a
is
rock?
weak? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great use of geology.
16 out of 30. 30 was my thing.
The way it's cut, there is some kind of intense force doing it very quickly. Like, if you want to wear down a rock, you could drop water on it consistently.
Right,
Something
for
basically, like, sawed through this with just a very regular force, just very quickly. Kind of like sandblasted, except you don't see any sand.
Weird. And how far does it go?
The line is about, let's say, 10 feet across. At some points it's about 5 feet across. It does seem to go in a very regular pattern. The line does not alter much.
Well, that's what I mean. How long is the line in total?
The line goes all the way around, and you can see that it continues. At some point, you believe it starts to turn, but you can't see where it goes. It goes quite a ways around.
Jetta, do you know what this is?
I don't think. Do I know what this is? I don't think I do.
This is clearly something marking a border, and you know Fort Wayne is up ahead, so you can see. Yeah, from here you can see up ahead there is bits of building that form somewhat of a city. You're starting to pick up radio signals. They're kind of faint, but you are within 10 miles of Fort Wayne.
I don't know specifically what made these. No, but the city's up ahead.
Okay.
The
Do you
ground
smell
on
it?
this,
You should start to smell it very shortly.
What was that thing?
is the ground on this path scorched?
It is not burnt. Fire did not do this.
Do we smell anything?
Yeah, I rolled out my windows. What can I smell?
You smell fields. You smell the undergrowth. You smell some kind of like a tire fire off in the far distance.
That was pleasant.
And mixed in with the tire fire, you get just a hint of onion.
I lick my finger to go like this. Oh, any minute now we'll smell it. Yes.
Is it like leading us to like an official entry point to Fort Wayne?
No.
Or-
As you move forward from here, you continue to trudge along. You don't see any sentries. You don't see any like military presence. You don't see any checkpoints. You see a couple of fields being worked by people. You see a couple of what look to be parts of old neighborhoods that were turned into like, we found basements here, so we built. Do they build buildings? No, they have basements out there. So they built housing on top of those existing basement structures. You see, as you keep getting closer, you see parts of Fort Wayne are still standing kind of tall, but there does seem to be a kind of reddish glow coming from the middle of it,
Is that the fire
and a
water?
black smoke that goes up out of that reddish. Clearly, part of it is on fire, and that's what the acrid smoke is coming from.
Holy shit.
Oh,
That must be the fire water.
Fire water.
water on fire.
Okay.
Yes. Did I forget to tell you about that?
You do see just behind one of the buildings, as you're kind of found a road that leads into town, and the road here has been clearly demarked as a road. Someone has taken their time to flatten out an area and like put ditches into the side. It's not exactly cobblestoned, but it is like regular. You see a sign up that says Ship Shauna. Anything you want, you can get at Ship Shauna. You also see a secondary billboard that says, "Come to the Mad Science Center. Fun for the whole family." MAD has been written in paint on top of the word Science Center.
Oh, so it didn't always used to be the Mad Science Center. It just is now.
It was the Science Center, and someone wrote MAD on top of it.
Do I know
Good.
anything about these places?
You don't really remember them.
Okay. Yeah.
But you do remember the place that smelled like onions
Yeah.
was a hamburger stand. Or
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
So you continue on into the town, things start getting denser, you start seeing more and more people. People are dressed casually. You see some people in armor, but it's not like ready to go to war armor. You see people in like light MDC armor. Everyone's got a sidearm, but you don't see like everyone's ready for war.
There's
Things
no
you're
like
seeing-
main gate with guards or anything. It's just
Nope.
like we're here now.
Yeah, it's just like you started moving into a more populated area of the town as you start to see buildings that are like 2 to 3 stories high. You see there's some kind of foundry off that way. You see, you see a place that says Coney Island. And
How
Cool.
big is it? Is this a city or a town?
it was once a city, and it was a massively wide city that is now smaller.
Okay.
So it's like several city blocks or something that's populated.
Yeah, the
by
main
people.
what used to be Main Street is most of what is the town, and
Okay.
for about a mile around it seems to be a good number of things. But as you get more sparsely out, less hints of civilization show. You do see there is a river going up towards the middle of town, which clearly from where you're standing you can see that the river is on fire in the middle of town.
This city's a trip.
On the other side of it, past the fire, you do see some people fishing.
In the fire?
No, there's
Oh.
the river, and then the fire. But before the fire, there are people fishing, and the water is coming. You're headed in from kind of the south, so the water is running past you.
And we passed that path. The path isn't going through the town, right?
Yeah, your path is moving clearly into the center of town now.
So we're driving along this river of fire,
No, you're driving like near it. You can see it off
parallel to it.
It's not on the part that's on fire is in the middle of the city. It's only like 100 feet of it is on fire, but the fire seems to be sustaining but not growing.
Huh. Cool.
And
Fucking cool.
no one seems worried about it. As you drive through, Jetta, you remember
specifically looking for the burger stand as we're going.
Yeah, you remember Powers Burgers.
That's actually where I'm leading them specifically to.
Yeah.
Like
You lead them to. You are like, it's up here.
Yeah.
Our
It's
destination is up a little further. No, down this street. No, not that street. The next street. No, turn around.
you've passed as you start to move into the area where there's regular streets. You see a number of churches of different denominations that are kind of like broken and unused, but like some of them are still standing. You see a church that used to be some kind of Catholic thing that's been clearly converted to Dragon Rite. You see a bunch of things that used to be like less fancy churches, more because Catholic churches have a look. Whereas if you said like the Baptist church, you get a different look.
Mm-hmm.
You see a couple like that turned into just like a house. There's one or two that are still functioning churches, and about for every church you see also about one strip club or brothel, and the biggest one in town is called Poor John's. It's right across from Powers Burgers. There's neon signs out front advertising all kinds of beings that would to titillate and fancy. One of the signs says, "No matter what you're into, Poor John's."
You just
That place is very nice. The people there are very nice. Except for that one man in the front. He is big. He is scary. He did not let me in.
All right. Where exactly are we going, Jetta?
there, and I point to.
It is a hamburger store. It's It's looks like it was a Roy Rogers at one point. You see a giant like hat on the building kind of looking thing, but it has been converted to a different type of restaurant.
It's a
When
weird
we
place
get
for a
close, I just
dragon.
jump off the bike.
As you jump off the bike, you do notice that the place that was Coney Island hot dogs burnt. Looks like it burnt down, and the other place that had burnt down before that, called Famous Coney Island, also burnt down. There seems to be a bad luck for hot dog vendors in this area for some reason.
I just get off and just start
Yep.
walking straight towards the.
The smell
burger
is
place.
of onions. It is of just like an onion chopping factory in there. As you come in, you see
Take two little cotton balls that I have and just stick them in my nose. Like little teeny.
Okay.
You see, mostly actually at this point, you're seeing a lot of dog people. And the occasional other mutant, you see a lot of humans. Your other DBs, you get some Grackletooth, which are big, hulking, kind of alligator-faced guys. You're getting a wide range of DBs here. There isn't a ton of them, but you see some. It does look, and most of the dog boys and other mutant people in this area appear to have a bit of a military bearing, but kind of like a skittishness and alertness about them as well.
Is Frey,
As
is this
you-
actually where we're supposed to be?
I think this is where Jetta likes to come.
As you go in, there's a hostess standing at a little thing. She is a bulldog, humanoid. She goes, "Welcome to Powers Burgers.
Hello.
My name is Audrey.
It's wonderful to meet you. My name
How
is
many are in
Jetta.
your party?"
3.
5.
5. Pulls out a notepad and says, "Okay, well, we got they're seating right over there. If you'd like, you can, or if you'd like, you can go up to the burger bar." And you see there is like a large counter.
Burger bar.
It's a counter where you can eat at the counter
Oh,
that says burger bar above it.
that sounds fun. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go over to the burger bar.
As you go over to the burger bar, you see another dog boy. This one is a collie, and it's chopping onions just relentlessly. And you can see the entire like the glass display of build your own burgers, kind of like a Five Guys sort of thing.
Oh. Yeah. Could I get a double cheeseburger with mushrooms, ketchup, hot sauce, and that's it.
Okay, you want an Anthony with a side of Fort? You want some of the Fort fries with that?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll take some Fort fries. Just no onions or lettuce or tomato. Just mushrooms.
Kind of just like blinks at you.
No.
I mean, I'll sell it to you, but I wouldn't eat it. Okay.
Are there names on the?
No edible mushrooms, please. Not. Oh no. Please not again.
No, because of the onions. Like, you're not gonna put onions on it. Then why are you here?
Oh no, that's fine. Onions are gross.
Uh,
Unless they're caramelized, then they're great.
What do you? No, sorry.
Are they gonna be caramelized?
Would you like caramelized onions? It's 50 cents extra.
That'll take too long. I just want the mushroom. The mushrooms cook so much faster.
oh gosh.
I'm gonna walk up next and be like,
Excuse me. I would. They know what they're talking about. I would be very careful because they get very touchy about the subject. But it is very good. You won't even notice that they're onions.
You'll notice
Except for
there's
the fact
onions.
That they're onions.
except for the fact that they're
My
onions.
God, as my witness, you will know
Yeah.
that you are eating fistfuls of onions. Yeah, I just
But they are very good
don't want the
onions. Yes.
onions. That's all. I'll take your burger. I'll take a double cheeseburger. I just don't want any onions.
I mean, and I'll serve it to you because you're paying, but I don't
appreciate
understand
it.
why. All right.
Also, do you know where I can find a dragon in this town?
Oh, why don't we order? Freya makes sure that she orders the special whatever like the place is known
they-
for, like what their pride is, whatever their pride is.
It is a burger with onion rings and onions diced into the top of the bun,
Ugh, you had me at the onion rings, but
and a special sauce that they call horse-like sauce.
Horse-like.
Freya,
Horse-like.
I'm so
Horse
happy
like-
about this.
is it made
Freya's
It's
just
not
like,
entirely unlike horse.
yes.
Like the stuff you get at Arby's, the white one.
No, it's ground up.
No,
horse.
nothing like
No.
that.
Or
No,
not. No.
nothing like that at all. Just horse-like, not horsey, horse-like.
Yeah,
It's
so
pony
Freya,
sauce.
yeah,
Not
so
horse. Pony sauce.
Freya will
Pony.
order
What is Freya ordering?
for whatever is like. She will go like, okay, what are you known for? What is your specialty?
Well, that's the Appleseed burger, where you get a nice chunk of apple, nice flat slice of apple in there,
I'll have that.
and it's a brie apple burger. It's with caramelized onions,
Of course.
Oh.
That sounds
Yes.
good.
Beautiful.
and
I can
the
just smell that right now.
the fries are clearly cooked in the same thing as the onion rings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Then after like we're starting to eat.
Yeah.
As my friend was before we could order, do you happen to know where we could find their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Destroyer of the Potheads, Strax?
As you go along, they start to say it with you. Their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Defender of or Defeater of the Pothead Scrax, can generally be found at the Memorial.
The memorial?
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to their Major Domo, though.
And who would that be?
All right, so there's this guy. He calls himself Alfred.
All right.
Okay.
If you go, you'll find a ticket booth at the front of the memorial. Go there. The android there will tell you what to do next. Are you
Alright.
like petitioning their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Defender of or Defeater of the Pothead Scrax for like something?
We do have business, yes.
You know what? Okay. Well, enjoy the show.
I got an onion on my burger.
And it's just fine.
No, I'm gonna take it off and I put it on.
And then I take it
Rest of
and I
it's
put
good,
it on
though.
mine. You take it off and I don't even look. I just one of my hands just
It's the kind of burgers that are pretty good. They serve two burgers here: the special and basically what is a White Castle burger,
Right.
but a little fancier. If you know what White Castle burgers.
White Castle
taste like.
burgers are already pretty fancy, Kevin. So
yeah.
Yeah, because they have diced onion. No,
Teeny tanners.
they're
they are not-
very fancy.
They
They're
are
so fancy.
elegantly
smell.
delicate.
well they're sliders, but
Yeah.
they're not special anymore.
And
Everyone
they're
caught
like
on to
poison.
that.
If you eat a
It's the
bunch
kind of
them.
thing that when you're eating, you're like, oh man, this is either exactly what I wanted right now, or
Yeah.
you're like, this is okay.
Like you have to have that hankering for it.
Yeah,
And then it's like a
like-
once a year thing. It's like I just need all of them now.
I
And
could
then-
eat this again in 5 years.
Yeah.
Like hankering.
At some point in the rest of your lives, like 3 years from now, you will wake up and be like, oh, remember the Powers burgers?
I'm appreciating the fact that we had a very important mission to do, and we're just eating onion-drenched cheeseburgers at some dive in this city with bizarre shit. We're just like, yeah, let's get some burgers, I guess.
So I take you took your onion off, right?
Yeah, I don't want that.
One of my hands goes out, takes it,
Ah.
and then just like puts it like back in like a pouch that's back behind me. And then I just
That's
keep
gonna
I'm just like eating as I'm like
That's gonna smell later. Are you gonna remember that that's there? You might just want to like put it in like a Ziploc bag, maybe, or
I won't have to. It is probably gone now.
I don't know what that means, Freya. I don't know what that means.
You don't need to know right now, kid. You don't need to know right now. Let's just eat. And we have gotten some fine food and some good information, and we are making new friends.
This is my favorite place here. I do not like cities, but I always come here for this.
It is good.
Why
All
are we
right.
here?
With that, we're gonna go ahead and take our break
Why are we here? Is the last thing.
because apparently I am hungry.
Why are we here? How did we get here? Oh, this
All
is
right.
my favorite burger place. What a coincidence.
So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everybody get up, do what you need to, walk around, get some water, keep yourself hydrated and healthy. All right, and we'll see you pretty soon. Bye.
Be back.
Oh,
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
we're
everybody.
back.
Welcome back to Riff's Ballad of Fates. Ballad of Fate singular, I believe. 90%
little
sure.
handy, I guess.
So, the group is eating burgers in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a place that really exists and really does smell like fire and burgers sometimes. All right.
Oh,
the
Maxine
group-
froze.
Yeah.
Isn't
Oh, wait,
someone
she's coming
screen
back.
cap that? Someone
She's
screen
just
cap that.
really
she is.
slowly eating that burger.
There she is.
And I
Uh,
was savoring the flavor.
Jennifer forgot how to eat.
So I restarted my computer and it might do it again, but it's not saying anything, so hopefully it'll be good.
Good. All right. So, they were told to go up towards the Coliseum, the memorial.
Memorial.
You find out very quickly that they mean the Allen County Memorial Coliseum. And it is you have vehicles from where you are, so it's a bit of a, you're gonna have to go past the Mad Science Center, and then there's then there's the they call it the Bazaar, and then the Memorial Coliseum. As you are traveling along the streets, the city gets a little heavier in the middle and then starts to space out a bit again. You see the Bazaar is a gigantic, multi-leveled mall that's kind of cut in half by some kind of, I don't know, maybe an earthquake or something. But the half that remains has been turned into like a farmer's market kind of thing. So it's a multi-story farmer's market that's partially indoor. And across from it is a massive stadium. It is clearly like the size of a football stadium. I live in Philly, so I'm thinking of the Spectrum. Or I'm sorry, the Core State Center. Oh no, wait, they've changed names like 19 times. I forget which one it is now. But it's an indoor arena. And on your way past the bazaar, you see two men standing, yelling just across the street from each other, kind of like yelling at each other, both of which are wearing black suits, have beards that come down to about here, are squared at the bottom, and have stovepipe hats. Both of
Literally
them
just
are-
a rectangle.
Yeah, their faces are very rectangular. They are just like yelling at each other across the street and seem to be making pronouncements.
What are they yelling about?
One of them is yelling about how he ended slavery and freed all of the people in the states, and the other one is yelling about how he was here first. You appear to have stumbled across dueling Lincoln impersonators.
Well, are they impersonators, or are they the real genuine article, or is one of them the real genuine article? Because this is riffs.
One of them is claiming that he's the real genuine article. He should know he got shot in Ford's Theater and gives the exact date and time. And the other one is like, well, I know exactly who did it then, and then goes into the historical details on that. They're basically trying to outdo each other with Lincoln trivia.
Huh. I have no idea who those people are.
Yes,
They look-
most of
they
you
look
have
like
no
twins.
idea what Lincoln is, except maybe you've seen some change or some money with him on it. But that was old, useless money now.
They
That's
look
the
like
guys on
twins.
those things I used to practice welding on.
Probably twins, maybe siblings. They bicker like so.
They both have like little buckets in front of them for like donations.
For credits?
Yeah.
I throw a credit into the one that
There's
that's
left
like-
and right.
the one that said he got shot in the head, because I'm like, that sucks. Here you go. That must have been rough.
Yep.
Here's a little bit of ghost fudge.
Thanks you profusely. Thank you, my son. Well, that reminds me of my son, and then starts talking
That is
about.
your father. You did not act as though you knew him.
When I
No,
was president, I blah, blah, blah,
No,
blah.
no, I didn't. I don't want.
Oh, he
this.
looks
I
as though
don't think he's
now
being
this makes
literal.
way more sense. Why are you not arguing with them? Do not families argue like that?
No, I don't want to. I'm not involved. I don't want to. I'm not really a yeller. Have a good one.
Oh, I understand. I left home too.
Okay, well, but I'm not leaving. All right.
Freya's just like, we're walking, and
All right.
we're walking.
You get to the gates of. Oh, sorry. You get to the gates of Coliseum unless anything else.
Yes. Freya is just like, let's go.
The kid and her just going back and forth about this.
Yeah.
No, he's
We're
not-
moving
he looks
on.
nothing like me. Do I really look like that guy?
So you get
Mostly
to
when you're older.
the
Stretched
you
face?
get to the gates of the Coliseum, and there is a clearly robotic android, which in a ticket booth. As you walk up to it, there is no waist. The ticket booth is a solid piece. It is just the torso and arms of an android in like a glass container.
I do not like that at all. And I will take a
Welcome.
step back. I will step back.
Welcome to the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum.
Hello.
Are you here for showtimes? Are you here for presentations? Are you here for Their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Destroyer of the Pothead Scraxed?
That
Which
one.
are you here for?
The third. Their Royal Majesty.
Their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton,
Canton,
Destroyer of the Pothead Scraxed. It's clearly somewhat like a recorded voice.
Yeah.
Well, I have sent word ahead. Please enter.
Jeddah was not very happy with the animatronic, so she's actually back there talking to the other two people, going like,
No, I need to know his story. What was he like as a child?
Hey,
yes.
Cheddar. We're going on our mission.
Are you done talking to the...
Yes, we're done talking with them. Yes.
Oh, good. They scare me.
And so would
Take a
you,
very wide berth.
I should've
Jeddah?
called up
I
there.
am so glad we are becoming friends.
Yes.
Please understand the person we're here with. We have to talk to them first, because if it's not us first, they might not be our friend. Okay.
I came here for the hamburgers.
Okay. So all right. I just want I don't want to, but just so you know, we have to do the talking. Okay?
Seating chart.
And she just looks at you like,
Yes.
Okay.
As you come in, it is a high-tech, fancy sports complex / fun zone with a restaurant attached and a large number of things depicting and T-shirts and bobbleheads of humans. And the T-shirts all have some kind of like happy-looking wizard face on it.
When you say bobbleheads of humans,
I mean, like plastic.
okay,
Not actual.
not bobbling
human.
human heads. Okay, good.
I know
Why
for a
is my
moment.
keyboard not connected.
He is a dragon. I don't know.
And this
But
is
it is
Riffs.
Riffs.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Here we are. We're carrying my gift basket. Fudge.
There we go. Sorry about that. Had to fix my keyboard.
I have like a takeout bag and I'm just eating the french fries.
And you do see if the Fort Wayne. One of the things says Fort Wayne Wizards and has a big blue dragon holding a baseball bat. But and you see, if you look up and like behind, painted on a couple of the walls, is an apple with a hat, but the hat is a pot, and there's like a little branch coming out of the pot. But clearly there's like someone scrawled an X through it and then faded, and then it's been faded over time.
All right.
Oh,
As you are
I get it. I just point to the apple picture and keep going. Huh.
You may have to explain it to me at some point because it makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's alright, you won't remember.
I don't get it either.
coming up to all of you is a basically a Segway with an iPad attached to it.
Yeah.
It goes, in there you see there is the face of what looks to be a middle-aged guy who goes, "Please follow me to your seats. The show is about to start."
Show? No,
Well,
we-
first you have dinner. Normally shows
just,
come after.
just play along. Thank
but we're
you.
supposed to, sir, we're supposed to
Yes.
meet. Excuse me.
Yes,
and I
yeah,
follow
just
him.
a kid.
It turns around and goes, you asked for an audience, and you tonight are the audience. Please have a seat."
Well played. Well played. I can't argue. All right, fine. Kid doesn't
you are
say
brought-
that. Evan is saying that. Well played.
You are brought down a massive
Literally walked
series
into that one.
of stairs and ramps that lead to a venue. In the middle, you see a wide, open, flat part that is covered in ice. It is clear white, like clear ice, and scrawled underneath the ice is a picture of that dragon holding a baseball bat. You are given what appear to be the best seats in the house. It seems to be a bench, and there's big white walls in front of you and like a layer of glass partition. And you're sitting on kind of an uncomfortable bench, and there's like a box next to you, and then another bench. Basically, if you go to a hockey game, you're sitting where the
Yes.
team sits.
Oh,
Next to
right,
you is the
okay.
penalty
Okay.
box.
Gotcha. Are there any other people like sitting in the audience?
There aren't. You don't see anyone else sitting, but there are a couple of other people clearly doing things like controlling the lights and the sound. As you're coming in, you hear the
Is it
soundtrack of basically Jock Jams Volume 8421. Yeah, and
What
there
the
you see
fuck?
ads, and at some point a guy comes up and goes, "Sodas? Anyone want some sodas?
Oh
Some
yeah,
pop?
I'll take one.
You want a souvenir cup?"
Yes.
All right, the souvenir cup is it is the dragon's head, a plastic dragon's head with the baseball bat, except the baseball bat is the straw.
Oh, awesome. Huh.
It was like
So-
10 credits.
Yeah, sure.
How like crowded is this area? And I don't
It is
mean like
just the
like
four
just
of us.
us, but like when it comes to like all the electronics and sounds and all like that kind of thing. Is it like a
You are in a sports arena. I like
okay? So it's loud and obnoxious, but just us, so it's probably echoey a little bit.
yeah.
Okay.
There's the occasional other person who seems to be an employee here.
Mhm.
The guy who gave you drinks was wearing a hat, a green hat, and an apron.
Okay.
This wasn't an animatronic. This was actually.
This was an actual guy. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything stronger than soda?
No, we're a dry county.
The way he said that. Oh boy, did you hear it in his voice?
Jetta just kind of sits in the corner, like of the box, and just slinks into the corner and just like sits there.
The show will begin in 5 minutes, and then 5 minutes pass. Because why would I have you just sit there for 5 minutes?
No, have us sit here for 5 actual minutes.
Yeah.
We can riff this.
Not gonna do that to my audience.
Yeah.
So the lights come down. There's a flood of light and sound as music starts, and it's this flowing, beautiful, elegant music. And skating
John
out
Tesh?
onto the ice are a bunch of people carrying what look to be like pieces of scenery. As they go around the ice rink, they place pieces of what looks to be a forest, what looks to be some kind of magical landscape. And then a spotlight hits a lone figure. It is looks to be a young Asian woman wearing a red figure skater outfit. It is basically a very short, fluffy skirt, silvery tights, and basically a figure skater outfit with the top and beautiful white figure skater shoes. She looks Asian, and she and her left arm is amputated, or her left arm is amputated at the elbow, and she is in a pose. And then when the music starts, it goes into a rhythmic pulsing number, and you see the most wonderful ice skating performance that you have ever seen in your life. Most of you, this would be the first time you've ever seen an ice dancer.
Kid is just like with the straw, you know. Wow. Like, cool.
doing triple like skating up full speed, triple somersaults. At some point, another ice skater is brought out, and they do like a story ice capades section, where it's a tale of two runaway princesses who fall in love. And it's a very fun show. There's a lot of and at some point there's an ice skating clown that comes out and does a comic performance.
Now everybody's on these ice skates, right?
Yes, everyone's on ice skates.
Okay.
They are on the thin. For context, you've never seen people on a thin. Well, you probably have all seen some sort of ice skating. I mean, maybe not.
Might not have.
If you spent any time near Canada, you know what
I mean, if
hockey
it was
is.
outdoors, yes, but
Yeah, but it is an impressive show. The lights, the sounds, the music. It takes about 45 minutes, and then there's a brief intermission, and then there's another 45 minutes of show. It's a very, very long show.
I now have two of those cups and a few little flags and a T-shirt from this because I am digging it. This is awesome.
Jenna probably was sitting in the corner just with her hands over her ears, and then at intermission went to the bathroom and just didn't come back from the bathroom. She's just staying in the bathroom.
It is a bit intense in the theater.
Yeah.
But towards the show comes out, and the announcer is giving tonight's performers were blah 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 blah, and starring their Royal Majesty, Great Dominator of the Canton, Defeater of the Potheads, Scraxed, and the woman whose arm is cut off at the elbow comes out and gives a grand bow, bends down.
Is it? But it's like it's an empty stadium, right? Except for us.
Except for you. Comes down and bows at you all personally.
I'm clapping and just woo! It's just like the five of us in the. Just five of us sitting in that box.
But then the woman goes, "Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you."
Oh, but we don't
All right,
have
lights.
flowers to throw. Greeks will throw their fudge onto the ice.
A kid skates up, grabs the things you throw on the ice, and takes them off.
Glove, but it's fudge, so
It's in a box. It's not just raw fudge.
so the whole box, but it's like two pieces come out.
It slides across the ice. It's like
All
a
right.
hockey puck. They don't get it, but it just keeps.
There is a bit of a comical scene as one of the kids keeps almost reaching down and then just. But eventually the woman goes, "Please let me slip into something more comfortable," and just turns into a 50-foot-long dragon who curls up in the center of the arena and puts their head on the penalty box.
Not that
Breathing.
impressive.
They are a he is a blue dragon crested with horns. Ice from the like it would be smoke, but it is so cold that even in the ice rink, their frozen air creates a bit of a steam effect. And they go, I am pleased with your gifts. You, who are you? What brings you to my rink?
Yes, first, of course, here's the rest.
Sorry. Real quick, everyone roll me a save versus horror factor.
Ah, that does make sense.
Except for me, 'cause I'm in the bathroom, right?
Yes, but there is someone there's like, the show has ended, Myth?
Oh, no more big lights and sounds and things?
No. I mean, I don't know, but the show's over.
Oh, okay.
And she just starts walking. She doesn't remember how to get back, so she just starts walking.
Then that person will show you to the
Yeah.
seats.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, they are coiled. They have horns and chin frills coming off. They are long and slender and imposing presence.
We roll a d20 for this one, right? Not our.
Yes,
two...
you do.
Okay.
I
I
got
rolled a
it.
13.
21.
11.
Oof.
4.
I got a 7.
I got an 8.
Anyone who rolled under 16 can't speak for a couple of minutes. As the majesty of this dragon.
Well, I just walk in at a random point here.
So basically, only Freya can speak.
For a little bit, yeah.
I dropped my cups.
Freya got it. Yeah, Freya got 21. So Freya is just like, hello, greetings, your royal majesty, great dominator of the Canton, destroyer of the potheads, stacks. I am Freya. Here's the rest of my fudge. We are here on a mission from the High Magnus Axis.
Okay. And
Inquiring about the Fang of Fort Wayne.
a massive claw comes in. Even you are starting to feel a little small in the presence of this massive dragon. It is very close to you, too. Now, the claw, Fort Wayne. Who did I lend that to? Oh, yes. The Bedlam Boys.
Bedlam Boys.
Yes, the Bedlam Boys. They were a terrible audience. Took themselves very seriously. They were like, we need the claw. And I was like, you have enough being able to live in my place. And then they gave me all kinds of things. And yes, I let them borrow it for a moment. But they haven't brought it back. Like they said they would last time.
Well, His High Magnus would like the Fang of Fort Wayne.
Okay. Well. Why don't you ask the Bedlam Boys for it? If you get it from them, you have my permission to take it. To Exassus.
All right.
If you take it and do not take it to Exassa, that's his problem.
And our problem, we have, yes. Do you happen to know where these Bedlam Boys are?
Well, they were hanging out around South Bend.
Oh, that was Michelle saying that, not Freya.
Yeah, it's a terrible place, isn't it? It's not that far from Gary. It's up by the lake, so Coalition presence is pretty heavy, but that's why they like it.
Ah.
I swear if they bring any Coalition fight over here, I will have their bones.
All right. So we get the Fang from Fort Wayne from the Bedlam Boys. We give it to Exacxis, and everything is fine.
Oh, I suppose. The rest of you are free to, like, have calmed down
Oh,
from the
okay.
massive dragon unveiling themselves in front of you.
Do you guys know who the Bedlam Boys? Have you heard of them before, Freya?
I mean, you can
No.
roll intelligence, but it's highly unlikely.
Let's just see. What is my... None of my things are...
I really liked your show.
Thank you. I based it on the, I have become interested in an old Earth custom called ice dancing. And I've watched
Ice dancing.
all the tapes. They used to do a thing called the Olympics, and my favorite skater was this woman. Oh, she was graceful.
Huh.
I got a 56. I have over 42, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I was even going to apply a penalty. So yeah,
Yeah.
you've never heard of the Bedlam Boys, but who knows? It sounds like any number of mercenary squads name themselves edgy shit.
Are they a large group?
I believe there's only 4 of them. If you're lucky, there's only 3 of them by now.
Hmm.
Ah. So South Bend.
Do you think they would just give it to us if we asked them?
Anything's possible.
Hmm.
I'm thinking that would be highly unlikely, though.
Yeah. Probably gonna have to ask forcefully.
I've found them disrespectful and uncivilized.
How come you gave him the Fang? Just out of curiosity. What do
They
want
brought me
for
what
it?
I wanted.
Oh.
They had tapes that I hadn't seen yet.
Oh. Ice dancing tapes?
Yes.
Cool. I made
Apparently, there was a woman named Tanya who was very uncouth, and another named Nancy who was a little princess, and they brought me a movie about her that I enjoyed greatly.
Are you gonna do a story about that?
I don't know. I haven't worked out how to make it graceful on both parts yet.
That'd be cool.
I mean, I was able to do both parts of this performance, but the love story was tricky to choreograph with myself. But I'll figure it out soon.
Well, Freya, is there anything that we should ask about the Bedlam Boys? I've never hunted down mercenaries before.
Yes, is there anything? Scrax puts their claws underneath their chin. I'm enjoying this. No, go ahead. Most of the people around here don't actually talk to each other in front of me.
Why?
I tend to be a bit imposing.
You are really big.
Yes.
Huh. Yes. It's great.
Thank you.
So the guy brought Jenna in, and she just kind of like got spooked by the dragon, and then just was wandering this like stands, and she just gets back to the group now. And oh, hello.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry you missed some of my performance. The onions
you
not
were
sitting well with
performing.
you?
The what?
The onions from that place you ate earlier, I could smell it on you.
I bet you can. I think anybody could.
Yes.
Well, I'll have them send you a copy.
Oh, thank you. Of what?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Jetta, do you know where South Bend is?
It's not far from here, as far as you know.
I just look at her. I do know, but have we met? I can take you. Do you want me to? I'm good at leading people places.
Jetta, it's me, Freya.
Yes, and I'm Jenna. This is nice to meet you.
All of you
Hi,
have
I want to
something.
shake. I want to shake her
right?
hand. I want to shake her hand and go. Hi, my name is Kroga Hell Kid. I'd like to hire you to show us to what's it called again, Freya?
South Bend.
To show us to South Bend. Do you think you could do
Okay.
that for us?
Yeah, and she pulls out a piece of paper. Yes, I can do that for you, and I will take 50% in advance. Puts it down.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
I already paid you. There's another piece of paper in there with my name and the mission. Look in your other pocket.
Oh, and she just starts going through all of her pockets, pulls it out. Oh, did I do it again?
Yes.
I am so sorry. Hi.
To be fair, this might be considered a separate contract, but you know.
By the way,
Yeah.
all 5 of you have the most interesting, let's call it, presence about you.
Thank
I
you.
did take a shower, so I don't.
But you also did you have the hamburgers too? They're great. They're just outside. We can go get some if
I
you
am well
like.
aware of them,
Yes.
thank you.
Painfully aware of those monstrosities.
But I just have to say, in your auras, there's like a little something in all 5 of you. It's just
That's awkward.
interesting.
How may we remove it?
Peppermint, what's an aura?
It's like a. Oh, I'm not
I don't
sure.
I don't have one because I'm
How
not
to-
magic, right? Isn't it
Oh,
like
oh, child,
magic energy?
all things
Well,
have an aura.
It's not quite magical, but it does usually take magic to see it, I think.
Oh.
Not sure, I've never seen them myself.
So you 2 are green, you're blue, you're red, and you are yellow.
Who was she pointing at when she pointed at all of those colors?
All right. Kid and Greeks green, Peppermint blue, Freya red, and Jeddah yellow.
Can the dragon see the horse like through the walls?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what that is. It's
You don't?
interesting. Do you know the last time I saw something that I didn't know what it was? I wasn't even on this plane of existence. I wasn't even in this world.
That sounds exhilarating. I love exploring new places. Did you come here to explore?
Yes, actually. I had tired of the bare men of the north and found just the magic here to be so interesting and varied.
Interesting.
Yes, I found this place and fell in love with it.
Maybe when we are done with this meeting or mission that I'm apparently on, we can talk about it.
Apparently.
Oh, some other time, darling. I do have other things that I need to get to
Of course.
eventually.
Is this bad? This aura that you're seeing?
I don't know.
So you know a lot of stuff, I guess, right? Because there's not a lot that you haven't known. Have you seen a cobalt sword? And a man
Cobalt
wielding one.
sword.
He wields it very well.
I don't believe cobalt would make a good sword.
It's a damn good sword.
Oh, well then it's definitely magic.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to see it. I could tell you way more about. If you brought it to me, if you gave it to me, I could tell you a lot about it. I do have a favor for bluish items.
Oh, that makes sense. But you haven't heard of or seen anyone wielding one.
No,
Okay.
cobalt blood. No.
What?
Don't worry about it. It's a little beyond your realm.
Well, it's cobalt blood.
Cobalt blood. Some beings have different
blood.
chemical makeups in their bloodstreams that different metals react differently And there was a race of beings with that kind of blood.
And
One of them claimed to be a dragon. I was not there. I've only heard stories. There was a cobalt dragon, they said.
okay. Okay. Well, thanks.
You would look good in pastels.
I look good in every color.
That is true.
The thing that you see in our auras, are they dangerous or?
Everything's dangerous if you give it enough time. No, I'm just being cryptic. I don't know. I mean, I could refer you to someone who could probably tell you a bit more for a price.
I hear 50% in advance is very common.
Yes. But I take all in advance.
Well, you have the fudge.
Ah. Yes, your gifts were quite appreciated.
These colors were recently acquired. Can they be removed?
I don't know. But
We never. Oops,
if you want information, I could refer you to someone for a price.
Why would you want to remove your color? And she looks at Greeks. Colors are wonderful things.
Well, Greeks had a color before, so Greeks wants their original color.
Was it blue? We might have lost it back there when all the blue went away.
No, young miss, it is a metaphorical, don't worry. The color of the being is that you are witnessing with your eyes is accurate. I see more than your mortal eyes can handle.
I do not worry about much.
What is your price for this information?
If I were a younger dragon, I would name some high price. But really, who are you on a mission here for? Exasis?
Yes.
That's the one I'd send you to, so...
I'm here for them.
Well, you should probably see Exasis as well.
Ooh, is he friendly?
No.
Well, thank you.
Useful. Exasis is useful.
Interesting.
Yes.
He's pretty smart, but he also didn't really understand the box that we brought him, so.
Do you have a message that you would like to us
No.
to relay to? Okay. We just thought I would ask.
Did he have a message we were supposed to bring?
No.
Okay. Also, I didn't even think about this until just now, but we should have researched where that train originally came from. Maybe we could look
The
up
train
where,
you were all on, it
Yeah.
hit a bunch of stops.
but where it picked up those boxes. You know, if we could find the source of where those boxes came from, maybe we can figure a little bit more out. I mean, it's better if we get it open in the beginning, but still, just an idea.
Well, this sounds like a conversation you don't need me for.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, can people get audiences with you to watch your shows? But not ask you for any favors or anything? Like, could I just bring a gift and watch one of these shows again?
I suppose. It'll be the same for the next 2 months. I'm working on other numbers.
Oh, that's awesome. I wouldn't mind watching this again. I know somebody who would really, really love it. So you might
Is
see
this your
me again.
significant other?
Huh?
Your significant other?
Oh, no. Well, it's
Oh, look at the
complicated.
color red.
Did I get it right this time? Is that who you told me that
Well-
it wasn't the box with the bow? Did you have another thing? Oh, we're going to have to talk about this.
No, but she would love to watch this. You know, show is really something.
I'm sure
All right,
she
bye. I'm gonna turn around and leave.
You feel a cold breeze, a cold wind, kind of blows you all back for a second, and then you see the body of a woman skating away from all of you back towards the backstage area.
It is cold in here, and I do not appreciate that. Would we like to have whatever conversation we are going to outside?
Sure.
Sure.
Thank you. And she'll just turn around and walk away. And then start, like, going down a random corridor.
Nope, this way. Come on, this way. You're going the wrong. Yeah, the exit's over here.
You
I'm
can
sorry,
actually,
I'm not good with directions sometimes.
you can actually exit a number of ways, but yeah, you do want to go that way.
Thank you.
Sometimes I'm not very good with directions. I apologize.
You're our navigator. That does not bode well.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It can happen.
This is fine.
World's burning. What are you talking about? This is great.
All right. So you get outside. Outside is the open market. There's shopping you can do, but if you'd like to discuss things, you have a place you can discuss things. Fort Wayne or South Bend is not far from Fort Wayne. It is less than 50 miles, I believe. I could look at my map, but
I know of a very good place that we can talk.
it's about 50 miles.
Would you like to go?
It's not the burger place, is it?
You've been there.
Jetta.
We were there earlier today. Before we went to the show.
Would you like to go again?
No.
Okay. That is about the only place I know here.
So, what do you guys think? If we go find these guys, we get the Fang, we bring it back to Exaxis, and then Exaxis is able to tell us what's in the box, and then with that we can figure out whatever is inside us, right?
In theory, yes.
Here's new information that you got. Whatever hit the four of you seems to have affected Jetta as well. But
Is
different.
it 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Which is why I brought it up.
Wait, 4, 5, what? I'm confused.
All of you seem to have something added to your auras.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
How did that?
Wait, does that mean she was on the train as well?
Jetta, were you? Would you remember? Jetta, were you on a train that
Was I on?
crashed and a bunch and big demons came
That
out?
seems pretty memorable.
Yes,
and
that seems
fought
very
everybody?
memorable. I would definitely remember that. It seems no, I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I don't remember seeing. I think we remember seeing her.
Oh, I would have made many friends on a train. A train sounds wonderful, although I don't think I've ever actually been on a train.
And
How long was the train? Where did it stop?
I don't know.
Was there a food cart on this train? I heard there were food carts on trains. They are pretty exciting sometimes.
Yeah,
I
there was an
normally go by
entire
foot,
bar
but-
actually,
Oh, an entire.
like a
Did they have
tavern.
good? Was it as good as the hamburgers here?
It was better.
No,
than the
not as
hamburgers.
good.
Not as good.
What?
The
I
hamburgers
thought it
here
was
are
better.
wonderful, aren't they?
They're
We
pretty
should
good.
go check that. We should go check it out. It's just down the road.
No, how are you hungry?
Don't you feel full yet?
Yes.
Well, so. Are we like contagious? Should we stay away from people? Do you think? I mean, sorry,
Contagious
Jetta.
or connected, one of the two. Fate is a
Well,
wonderful thing.
She could have
Maybe
either
we are
been,
destined to be friends.
perhaps
There's an idea.
could have been in the area, not necessarily on the train. She could have been in the area. Or
If that is
perhaps
the case, I'm going to take out my money and give it back to Freya. I do not need your money if we are friends.
Okay, dear,
Keep the money.
we have a contract and I keep my word. That's how I'm a good friend.
Do I
So-
have the contract or does the other person have it?
We both
you-
have copies.
Yes. Copies are always
Okay.
made and distributed.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I plan on staying with you now for a very long time.
But that was still money for services rendered.
This is rendered. Yes, please. This is how I'm a good friend, by keeping my word.
Okay. She just puts it back. You can tell she's kind of like trying to remember the whole coming, but she's like,
So, she could have either A, been in the area where the train happened, or they could have busted another one, or they could have opened up the box and something would have happened and she could have been impacted that way. So,
what is this box you all speak of?
Or it's contagious.
Or it's contagious.
well, in
If
that
friendship
case,
is contagious, you are correct.
then wouldn't the people of Dwemer be all contagious and wouldn't we be under quarantine? Because
I mean, the people of Dwemer, we didn't spend hours. You know, she spent hours riding that motorcycle with you. On like, you know, holding on to you. That's the people
spent
of Dwemer we just passed by.
we spent a whole day and we had fudge.
We
And we
did have
ate-
fudge, but we didn't hug the fudge maker for 3 + 4 hours.
I did not eat your fudge either.
Well, if I was contagious, then why is she yellow and I'm blue?
Look, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, a wizard, or a wizard doctor. All I know is that we all got funky ghosts in us from that box, and now she has one, and she's been around us for a while. That's for all we know, people of Dwemer do have these in them. It's not like it's noticeable, right? I mean, we don't have. It's not like mutations, I think.
I mean, technically, I am technically kind of sort of a wizard doctor, and so the chances of it being contagious are probably low, but not impossible.
You're a wizard doctor.
Sort of. Nature magics and stuff.
Is there anything that you can do to try to, like, get a better look at these auras or whatever this is inside of us without cutting us open?
It's stored in the pancreas. Let's pull that out.
As long as you put us back together again completely, I do not mind.
I do mind.
Yeah, that's not going
I
to
would
work.
rather not get to that. Also, you shouldn't just don't say that to many people, because there's some people
Yes.
in Rifts that would, you know, remove
Only
your
friends.
organs.
I trust
Nope.
you. You are my friend.
Okay, yeah, trust me. Don't trust the people who want to take your organs.
Oh, I was meaning her because she was going to be doing it. And she points to Peppermint.
Well, I'm not much of a surgeon, so I won't be cutting anybody open. But I do not think there's much I can do. I'm not very good at curses and hexes and stuff. If it was
Do you
contagious, I would imagine it'd be a curse or a hex, but
You can give me a lore magic.
more magic. Alright. Let's see. I rolled a 66.
Mm,
And my
Probably not.
skill, lore magic, is 35, so...
yeah. You've never heard of this? I mean, it's possible. You know there are magic diseases, but this doesn't seem. I mean, you're getting there on your own without me telling you, but this doesn't seem like a magic disease.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a magic disease, I don't know them well, but I would assume I'd see symptoms, and I'm not sure we've actually had symptoms. Unless
Yes.
memory loss is a symptom, and then who knows?
Jetta, did you always forget things? Or did that happen recently? I assume you've always had it, because you seem to know when it happened.
When what happened?
Oh, God. when you forgot stuff. Do you forget things often?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. And have you been forgetting things for a long time?
I remember everything.
Okay. So I don't No, we're right back where we started.
The
It just makes me nervous that a dragon looked at us and said, "I don't know what that is." Like, I don't know. Does that make anybody else nervous?
Oh,
We all have our
certainly.
specialties, and that may just not be their specialty. We just have to find someone whose it is specialty. I can ask around.
No, we have a lead on that. That's okay.
You don't
And
have to be worried
since-
about contagions and such. I will go out and ask if it makes you all uncomfortable.
No, don't. Just stay with us.
In the mall, there was a red cross and a green cross in one window that were neon and lit up, like a Doc in the Box / dispensary.
Love it.
the small leaf. Was it a clover?
The one that I gave?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a peppermint. It was a
Okay.
little stalk of peppermint.
Okay,
what I gave.
this stalk of peppermint.
I mean, I have other herbs, but that was the one that I gave to.
Peppermint. She gave the peppermint to peppermint.
Yes. So
Oh,
technically
I
it was
thought you
spearmint, but yeah.
I thought you gave something to everyone.
No, I just
No.
gave.
Oh, it's just okay. Never mind then.
All right. Well, I don't want to go confront people called Bedlam Boys without information.
It's a good idea. I've never gone toe to toe with mercenaries before, but hopefully we can just get the Fang from them peacefully.
And sometimes mischief can be entertaining. I'm sure they would like friends as well. Normally people do. You would be surprised at the amount of people that just want a friend.
They upset a dragon. I'm thinking they're not too friendly.
Possibly
All
not.
right.
We'll see. Is there any way I could, I don't know, contact Danica? Who might.
You're a bit far out,
Alright.
but you do know generally wherever there are people, there is an underbelly.
Yes.
You've seen a couple of bars.
Mm-hmm.
Poor John's seems like a seedy place. There's very clearly what was a chop shop for vehicles. And that's if you know how to ask, you can probably find the black market. And I think you know how to ask generally.
Yes.
I was gonna
So-
say, I know how to ask, but it's pretty blunt, and I don't think that's the proper way.
No, Freya.
I
Freya
asked the black
knows,
market.
Freya knows how to do that.
All right. So, that's kind of where we're going to wrap up this, but I want to just do a little cutscene. No one described the box to Jeddah. So she asked, what box? And no one said anything. And Jeddah remembers back
Okay.
to when she was younger. Very, like, not super young, but young. She was in a town out west. There was a cave. There was someone hiding in the cave. They called it the Cave of Mirrors. Jeddah went in, chasing something, and came out holding a black box with silver sigils all over it, and a crystal in the top. Something that isn't exactly in the forefront of her mind very often, but something that did happen in her past. And that's where we're going to wrap it up for the night.
Kevin, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Oh God.
So when it's a Jack in the Box. No one wants to see that.
Gwyneth Paltrow. All right. So thank you everybody for joining us today. So yeah, let's go around, let people know where they can find us and follow us on our other works and sundries. I keep using the word sundries tonight. I don't know why.
Dude.
I don't actually know what it means.
It means stuff,
Oh,
generally. It might have a more narrow meaning than that, but yeah. All right, so we're going to start with peppermints.
Hey everybody, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy. And in the Discord, we're Nerds with Dice. And you can check out, I have a few games and stuff on itch, a couple of free games, some play test materials, and the Tag Sisters. If you have Visigoths for small goths, it's a little supplement that you can get for that. Add some NPCs to your game. And Thursday nights, I'll be running American Summer. It's a Remember X game, so we hope to see you there.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, next we're going to go down to Jeddah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Maxine Bachman. I'm super excited to be back. Yay! And you can pretty much find me anywhere and everywhere at That Girl at That Place, except for Instagram, where I am Lady Skyburn. You can find me on every Sunday from 1 to 4-ish Eastern Standard Time on Wiley Hobbit's channel, playing Pathfinder First Edition. Super fun and exciting. Tuesdays here, Wednesdays on my channel for bedtime stories, Thursdays on my channel for bedtime stories, and then some random one-shots here and there as needed and wanted. Other than that, you can go to nerdychicken.ca. It's been a while. And you can find my owlbear dice bags that I sell, and they are cute and still need bought. Bye, thanks.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you. All right, Kid.
hello everybody. I am Evan. You can find me on Evan Jennings64 on the Twitter. And I have a game that I run with my friends. It's an evil campaign, and it's really fucked up and terrible and a lot of fun. And it's on a YouTube channel called Beyond EMH, which is where there's a bunch of stuff that me and my friends made, but that's also on there. And I do artwork. You can find it at Art of Zombie Love Juice on Instagram. And yeah, if you like my work, maybe commission me.
All right. And Freya.
Hi, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter at show_game. Let's see, tomorrow night, McGardia, 7 p.m. Eastern, Titans Air. It's a D&D campaign. And Saturdays over on Make Believe. I am in the Waverly Summer 98. This Saturday is our season finale, not series, season finale. We are 5 teens in the Feywild. One of our characters basically almost got grounded by the Fey Queen. Possibly he got sent to his room. So anyway, if you like the madness that is here, you can join the madness that is over Make Believe on Saturdays. So yeah, that's what's going on.
All right. Thank you very much. And Greeks.
I'm Ting. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. It's all DTing1000. I've got a game out on itch, and be here every Tuesday playing this wonderful game.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, and I am Kevin Myers. I'm your GM for this. My wife puts out nerd-themed knitting patterns, and also classy, just very good knitting patterns at lattesandllamas.com. They released more of the Geek Along this week. I forget Geek Along sweater. I think this might have been Mario Stars or Tetris sleeve. I don't remember.
Both are epic.
I know. It's a great looking thing. I hope I didn't make a mistake just now. But yeah, my wife is actually from Fort Wayne, Indiana. So she was like, you have to put in 2 Abe Lincolns fighting. And I was like, really? And she's like,
Yes.
dueling Lincolns is apparently a thing.
It's a thing. it existed before Rifts? It exists in our world?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it
Also-
does. Very much so.
Love it.
Fort Wayne's River has caught on fire numerous times.
So is Cleveland's.
Yep.
That's awesome.
No, but
Yeah.
I
Oh, it's not.
love it.
but yeah. Also, Gwen's Dead 2003. I did forget that I had and the figure skater's arm was amputated. I forgot when I mentioned that they put both their arms like this.
Oh.
Well,
I had intended it to be true also for the dragon.
Oh, like the
But
dragon
But my
only has
brain
one arm.
skipped because
Yeah, I
I'm
get
human.
it. I get it.
And
Well,
I
that's
just
okay.
wanted to
They-
go like this.
You wanted to do like
It was dramatic. I wanted to do it.
that's just how they prefer to look, I guess.
All right. So thank you everybody for joining us. We hope to see you again next week. If you want to catch up on VODs, I believe Nerdy Teddy, she's awesome and has them all up. Thank you so much for doing that and handling that
Yes,
for us.
they're all up now on YouTube. If you click on the panels below, they should. I don't know if I have YouTube up there, but or in the Discord, you can go to announcements and find that stuff. We are going to raid So Maddie Games. Looks like they just started
Nice.
playing Star Trek, so we're gonna go say hi to
Fun
them.
show.
Late game.
Well, they're West Coast.
We'll
Bye,
see you next
everybody.
week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.